Good. Hello, and welcome back to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students. Today we are on lesson 84. These are the ideas for today's review. Love created me like itself. I am in the likeness of my creator. I cannot suffer, I cannot experience loss, and I cannot die. I am not a body. I would recognize my reality today. I will worship no idols nor raise my own self-concept to replace myself. I am in the likeness of my creator. Love created me like itself.
You might find these specific forms helpful in applying the idea. Let me not see an illusion of myself in this. As I look on this, let me remember my creator. My creator did not create this as I see it. Wow.
Love holds no grievances. Grievances are completely alien to love. Grievances attack love and keep its light obscure. If I hold grievances, I am attacking love and therefore attacking myself. Myself thus becomes alien to me. I am determined not to attack myself today so that I can remember who I am.
These specific forms of applying this idea would be helpful. There is no justification for denying myself. I will not use this to attack love. Let this not tempt me to attack myself. Wow. Right.
Let me not see an illusion of myself in this.
Yes.
So everything we think about our body is obviously not, but we're here in this body. But I am not a body.
We're assuming one.
I'm assuming one.
Yeah. It's an assumption.
Yeah. I
And
cannot suffer, I cannot experience loss, and I cannot die. And love created me like itself. That just feels
yeah,
like nestling into my favorite chair, right? With a blanket and a book or something. It's like, oh, this just feels comfy.
yeah. To be with our own self, to stand alone as a whole being, right? Not as a separate being, but standing alone as a whole being and worshiping no idols, like
Yeah.
not to use the world to divide ourselves apart from it, like not to use the world to, or the relationships or anything to 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 look at something and say, oh, I'm separate from that. Or that I'm connected with it even, because
Yeah.
we're neither separate or connected to anything. And that will overcome our pathologies in fears, our fears. Yeah, our fears
Right?
of not being seen or heard or understood. Usually those are our core needs. But
Yeah.
the only one we can see and hear and understand is ourself. Yeah. I will worship no idols, nor raise my own self-concept to replace myself. So the self-concept is also our self-image, which is
Yeah.
our appearance, which we try to portray to the world and make sure that they see us in that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very manipulative, controlling way of being,
Yeah.
making sure, like, our reputation, how people see us, how we act, how we perform, what kind of tasks we do, make sure everything, is on schedule. All of that stuff is all just idols.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, we've known this. We're a little older anyways, so we're aware of how shallow people can be. No judgment. It's just, if you've got everything on the outside, you know, then you
Although,
succeed.
yeah, it's very rare that people actually know themselves.
Yeah.
And not to expect people to know us, well, for people to know me.
Yeah. That's an interesting concept. I like that you talked about self-concept because it's how we look.
It's how we
Yeah.
think of ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we like the mask we put on every morning and go out into the day, and how we want the world to see us,
Yeah.
which is becomes idol worship, and we forget ourselves, and we replace ourselves with a concept of ourselves, and it's so automatic, like it's so unconscious.
Hmm.
And it's just to bring it to the consciousness, it's just to bring it up to the conscious level so that we can see that what's happening, because we can't change it. We just want to notice it. We just want to become aware.
Yeah.
There's not a good or bad or right or wrong. It's just unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Love created me like itself.
As I look on this, let me remember my creator. My creator did not create this as I see it.
It says at the beginning, I am in the likeness of my creator. I cannot suffer. The thing is, we can't deny our suffering either. If, you know, if we cannot truly suffer, but if our um character is suffering, say, right? If it's
Mhm.
feeling sad, or we're not we're not here to deny that, because or overlook it or dismiss it with oh, I can't suffer. Like that's a total denial of our feelings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
I definitely
we
can see
can't
that.
use that statement to cover up our feelings,
Yeah.
which
Or
is not
pretend it's
very,
not there.
yeah. Yeah, because feeling sad doesn't mean anything. It just means it's just a feeling. It's not neither good or bad, right or wrong. It's just a feeling.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what is suffering? Like, is sadness suffering? Because if we judge any feeling as suffering, like loneliness, then we're creating suffering. We're perpetuating it.
Yes.
But if we just go deep into the suffering and feel
Yeah.
that sense of loneliness, or feeling that sense of rejection or abandonment, like we have to feel them
Yeah.
things, and without judgment.
Yes. And like we said last time, be curious and be attentive.
Hmm.
Be curious where this is coming from. So that I think that helps us to not judge it either. Oh,
Right.
how interesting that I feel this way.
Yes. And as soon as we decide to feel it deeply with compassion, that whatever that feeling was, we'll render it, we'll transmute it, like it'll disappear.
It does disappear. I know that for a fact. I've had it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Show
that's
compassion for my body. I can just
yeah.
transfer that into every lesson. Show compassion for my body.
Yeah. And so the suffering is actually just a concept, because we believe that it's bad and we got to get rid
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
That's
we're
how
pushing it
suffering.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't really tell anyone I cannot die because they're like, your body, well, we die. Everyone dies. My dad just died, or my mom just died, or my dog just died, or whatever. So,
But that's not
but
you.
I know, but that's not us, right?
Like
Yeah.
our consciousness, you know.
Yeah. And then grievances are completely alien to love. Grievances attack love and keep its light obscure. So same idea. If grievances are suffering, if we're holding a
Yes.
grievance, we just need to feel our grievance, acknowledge our grievance,
Yeah.
and let it just be. Be curious, be attentive, and show compassion, and let it transmute.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, grievances are like um ignorance, like we're ignoring ourselves.
yeah,
Our
like
whatever
that.
feeling we're having, if we ignore it, that's a grievance. But but if you don't know you have it, see, that's the tricky part.
Yeah,
If you're not aware of a grievance, you can't actually feel it because you don't even know it's there.
yeah,
And that's the suffering, but and people can't get rid of it because they don't know where, they can't pinpoint it. They don't know. It's a process of healing, right?
yeah,
It takes a while for feelings to actually show up.
yeah, yeah,
And so we have to, we have to be gentle on ourselves when we don't know um that we even have a grievance. It could be so we could be so unaware of it that we would might attack ourselves because like I've done it. I think, oh, love holds no grievances, which means I just kind of shut down my feelings because I didn't want to have a grievance,
yeah,
right? That's what I thought it meant. It like 10 years ago, like, okay, no grievances, no grievances, and I just would just pretend I have none because I
yeah.
didn't want to have a grievance because I it sounds judgmental, like it sounds like a criticism in the mind, right?
Hmm.
Like, oh, it sounds like an instruction. Better not have any grievances because then you
I am
don't.
determined not to attack myself today so that I can remember
Yeah,
who I am.
yeah,
That's a little bit misleading, like you're saying, because we need to acknowledge it and let it go.
yes,
Be kind with it, be
yes.
gentle with whatever comes up. And that's our true self.
I'm determined not to attack myself today. I know it can be used by the ego in a way to
Yes.
ignore our feelings.
Yes. Or deny your feelings. Oh, I'm not
Yep.
feeling that. I'm attacking myself
Oh,
if I
got to stay
feel that
positive. Got to stay positive all the time.
all the
Always
time.
keep your appearance, right? It's always
Keep your
about, oh,
vibration high.
yeah, I can't suffer. Nope, I can't suffer. It's so it's so painful to live that way.
It is.
It's very painful. And I know people who live like that, and I'm just I feel like I'm just finally hitting the surface of it, right? And just needing a lot of time alone because when I'm when I lose myself in relationships very quickly.
Yeah.
And so I know I'm just starting to become aware of that. I always thought relationships were where I was my best self. But
Oh,
again, I'm it's a self concept I'm bringing into the relationship. It's not my true self
yeah.
because I all my grievances are just held at bay. I'm ignoring all. I ignore them all, and I do it. I don't do it consciously. It's unconscious.
Yeah. You're corralling them all like animals into a pen
Yeah,
over here. Oh, I have no grievances. I'm just going to put that over there.
Yeah, and I'm going to be my best self. I'm going to, like it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing because everybody loves you then, right? Because you're just always wonderful. But if you just have one little grievance, you're going to get criticized, you're going to get like questioned, and it's just going to be painful.
Yeah. You'll be challenged. You'll be e- even
Yeah.
told you can't feel like that, or you're not supposed to think
Yeah.
that way, or you're not
Yeah.
supposed to
And
act
those are
that
the
way.
people I have to get away from
Yeah.
because
Right?
they're not good for me. Like
No.
I actually was picking people that were quite critical to be around, and I I literally finding that being by myself, I'm able to actually realize what I need and who I
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
And and being able to ask for that and saying, you know what? Uh, like just setting healthy boundaries, you know, kind boundaries.
Hmm.
And that's how we remember ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm determined not to attack myself today so that I can remember who I am.
And then the very first line, there's no justification for denying myself.
There it is. So what would be a justification? Like, oh, I know, loyalty, family loyalty.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one for me that I'm just starting to tackle.
Yeah. And you're
I
so
always
brave for
just like,
doing that too.
my family has always come first,
Yeah.
and I've put myself second in a way to keep the
Yes.
family loyalty, to keep the family unity, peace, you know.
Yeah.
So I use that as a justification. I will not use this to attack love. Yay. So I feel like I actually have someone on my side. I'm not
Yeah.
alone.
You
Yeah.
are on your side
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
your awareness
But it's kind of
is
like love. I feel like love is, it's like the voice of love.
yeah.
And the voice of love is telling me, like, it almost feels like it's not, it's not separate from me, but it's on my side. It's like, oh, it has my back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
always saying, oh, you have permission to just follow your heart and you don't need to be loyal to anybody. Like just a really kind voice.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to answer texts. You don't have to explain yourself ever. I'm like, really? Oh, like it almost feels like I'm disobeying a rule, right? The family
Yeah.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, it's very intense, but I'm, it's it's happiness. It's true happiness. Like
Which is
free.
your function,
I'm free. Yeah.
which is your function.
And then let not this loyalty tempt me to attack myself
Hmm. Right?
or any rule, the world's rules, any rule that it gives us that we think we
Yeah.
have to follow in order to keep the peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of warriors out there to stand in their truth and they're not caving in to the world's demands, so to speak,
Yeah.
and deceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when something doesn't feel right, it's not right.
There's nothing you can do to make it right except feel it.
Yeah. Like when somebody wants you to fall in love with them, oh my God.
Right?
Like,
No.
oh, and you really want to give it a go, like you just want to give it a try. Like, well, like it's hard when when somebody's like I'm watching a show and this man, he loves this woman and they've been together for 8 months, and she thinks she loves him. She says she loves him, and he really loves her. Like he really wants to be with her, and he's even asked her to marry him. And she literally said, "I can't answer you right now. I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
ready."
Yeah.
And she's feeling pressured in that
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, that would
And
be very pressure filled. Yeah. Because you don't want to say no,
I
because
know
that kind
because
of is,
you've been leading him, not leading him on, but you've been in the relationship for 8 months. And so the next step is,
yeah.
let's take the next step. And you're just like, freeze. So
Yeah.
that's a sign that it's not right. And you should get the
Yet.
out. You
Well,
shouldn't be in one if you're not in it.
yeah. Yeah.
Because it's people pleasing. It's
Right.
being loyal. It's not true to yourself.
Exactly. So if she was to say yes and not be true, then it would just dissolve over time
It
because it's
wouldn't
not
be,
really what she wants. It would be
it's
horrible.
not really, no. The relationship's one-sided. It'd be
Yeah.
just his love for her. And that's how I've been feeling in my family.
Yeah.
I feel like they, I feel like something's not right. And I don't know what it is. And it's all because I need to stay true to myself rather than just accept their love, which is
Yeah.
like their love isn't enough.
Yeah. Or
It's
their
not
rules
enough.
or their way of being.
Well,
Not that it's a judgment on them. It's just
it's just their
their,
love.
yeah.
Their love
Their rules
isn't
have
enough.
attachments
Yeah.
or criteria,
Like
which
I
is why it
believe that
feels so unsettling.
they love me. I believe that. They truly love me. But what are they loving? I don't even, it's like I'm not, why can't I feel it? Right? It's like, why isn't it a two-way street? Why can't I? It's because I've lost myself, my true self in the relationship.
Well, they want to love you in a certain way, whatever way you're being. And now that you're going to be who you really are, there's some fear there that they may not love you because of that.
Yeah. They'll love me from afar.
Yes, they will.
They just want me
Yes,
around
they
all
will.
the time. Not all the time, just when they want me. It's a convenience kind of thing. And I don't want to be a convenience.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be, I want to be first priority. I want to feel like first priority.
Yeah.
And that's our true self is first priority,
Yeah.
right? Love. It's love. It's our own love for ourself.
Yeah.
And
Love
we
holds
deserve
no
to feel it in
grievances.
our life. Like we deserve to feel happy in that love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a journey of self-discovery and discovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Yeah. The one part after I am not a body is I would recognize my reality today. The reality is the reunion of our true self being whole again. It's wholeness. And to be whole, we actually have to separate from the world completely, 100%. We have to individuate, I call it,
Yeah.
because that attachment to the world is what's causing our suffering.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
anything
Yeah.
that we deem as our savior, right? That
Yeah.
person is going to be my happiness, right?
Right.
That 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 even the emotion of happiness is my salvation, but it's not. An emotion of happiness is not. happiness. It's just a it's just a passing emotion.
Yeah.
And and so if we fall into another emotion, we don't lose ourselves just because we have a feeling of loneliness, say.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. It just means feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it with
Yeah.
love, right?
Yeah.
Feel it with as our true self
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than picking and choosing our feelings like, oh, I'm going to pick this one. Yes. No, not that one. No,
No,
that's
definitely not that one. Definitely
because
not that one.
that's what creates separation is by
Yeah.
dividing all the feelings up and picking and choosing which ones we want and which ones we don't want. Like
Yeah.
that creates complete
Or
havoc.
judging any of the feelings. Oh,
Yeah.
this one's hard or ugly or ugh, can't feel that. Yeah. That's yeah. Right?
But the habit from childhood, from 2 years old on, feels like, I don't even know. Um, it's always be on your best behavior, always do your tasks perfectly.
To please
and
someone else,
and
right? Be
and
on your best
always just,
behavior according to someone else.
yeah, it was a teaching. And I wanted, if I didn't obey, well, it was because I that's how I got love, right? I didn't know what love, we don't know what love is when we're two.
Hmm. Love
So
is following someone's
our
rules. That sounds
attachments,
absurd.
our attachments to mama and papa are
Hmm.
our love, our greatest
Hmm.
love, right? So we have to attach to the love of the person and do what they say in order to get that love. And it's the attachment.
Hmm.
And so we're trained to become attached to people
Yeah, we are.
in order to feel loved and
Or to
accepted
belong, or to have
and
a
validated.
family.
Yeah. Acknowledged, validated, and accepted. Yeah. Those, and it's really hard to detach from that. For me, it's
Yes.
the hardest thing.
Yeah. Whereas I'm quite detached. My parents
Yeah.
are long gone, and my brother and sister and I wouldn't choose them in a minute to even be friends with.
Yeah. Do you guys talk to each other? And no, there's no kindness.
There's no relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's, well, I mean, I can think of a hundred reasons probably, but,
Is
you
there any
know,
feelings under that, or is it all healed?
I'm sure there's feelings under there. Why can't we just talk? But my sister's we're just different people. I try to, from my perspective, just accept her as she is, which I don't even know who she is. But if you were to meet her, she's a very hard person. This is the way it is. This is the way it
Okay.
is.
Okay. But that's her boundaries. Those are her
Yeah, and that's
boundaries.
okay. That's okay. I don't think of life as hard. I have moments where it feels hard,
Yeah.
but I don't think of life as hard, especially now in the last few years, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like I get on, if I was to get on the phone, we have nothing to talk about.
Hmm.
My brother called me out of
I
the
feel
blue
that
the
way
other day.
too with my
My,
sisters, although they have so much to talk about. See, that's the thing. They just want to share, share, share. And it's like I have nothing to talk about, like on
yeah,
my side.
yeah,
So it feels unbalanced.
yes,
And yeah, and it's and they don't it's that's even worse because it's there's no animosity, there's no hard feelings. It's just learning my limits, right? I'll say, yeah,
yeah,
I have 5 minutes to talk. I'm here. I'll listen, and then, okay, I'm gonna go
gotta
now.
go.
Like,
Yeah,
but they don't under. I just don't. It's just the way it is.
yeah.
Just the way it
I
is.
just know I've changed so much that I know they don't know who I am. And I don't have a huge circle because what I like to talk about is this and being having meaningful conversations. Uh, yes, I segue into camping and what I need to do and things like that, but really, I don't, I'm not that interested. What you do is not that interesting to me, whoever it might be.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
makes me tired when I have to listen to you because I don't
Really?
care. I don't, not you, but
What about other people?
well, that's what I mean. If a conversation is, and I don't even know, I don't even have an example, but a lot of people just
Yeah.
make me tired. It's like, I'm not that interested in what you have to say because
A
you're
lot
just
of people
blah, blah,
are
blah, blah,
saying
blah,
that
blah, blah, blah.
these days. Like there's a lot of people going through the awakening right now, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all tired of other people's stories, and they're exhausting and they're tiring. It's because we don't know how to set a boundary.
Yeah,
That's all. We just need to say, I care about you. I'll listen to you, but I have to go, I have 10 minutes. And
yeah,
then everybody is, everybody feels heard, right?
yeah, yeah.
Is like, I always feel like, I think if no, everybody needs to win in a way. Like everybody needs to feel acknowledged, but it's not my job to acknowledge people, but I do it because that's just who I am.
Yeah,
I feel I'm empathic. I know what people need because I know what I need.
yeah.
And I give to people what I need. And if I don't get it in return, that's okay too. I'll just know that they're not, you know, on the inside circle, so to speak.
I just thought of an example. There was someone I know, we did bookkeeping together. We were not like on the same company, but if I had a question, I would ask her and she would ask me, and if we needed support, whatever. And then COVID came and we had very different ideas about what that is. So it was like block, block, don't even talk. That's it. Guillotines down. And I saw her in the store yesterday and
Oh,
just by fluke and
oh yeah, no flukes.
right, no flukes. Hey, how's it going? And
Yeah.
um, it was the same conversation we would have had 10 years ago. I'm trying dating again. It's been a few months, like, and I was just like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just noticed that I've changed a lot and some people don't. And I didn't want to judge it, but I judged it. And I was like, okay, well, have a good day. You
I
know,
mean, that's perfect. That's perfect.
because
You
the
acknowledge
last
them,
time was,
you
yeah,
validate them, and then you set a limit.
yeah, yeah,
And when we can do that more with practice, it gets easier. And
yeah,
we don't feel um, um, that feeling, what's the resistance?
yeah,
When we can be there for somebody in the moment, there's no
yeah,
resistance. And then you set a limit, there's no resistance. And
yeah,
everybody walks away happy. There's no
yeah,
resistance in any of it because we're using our words, we're using our skills of communication,
yeah.
and everything flows. But if we
But
don't
I'm
have
still
the
thinking
words,
this is a waste of time. This was this.
oh, see that's the energy you're sending out. So
I
that's the
guess.
energy you're going to be receiving.
Well, I don't think so. I think obviously it is because that's what I got.
It's energy that you're giving out. Like if I say, "Oh, they're just a waste of my time," I'm going to get that feeling in return
Yeah,
that I'm a waste of their time too.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so, what do we really want? We want connection, like without the attachment.
yeah,
We want true connection, that feeling of wholeness and acceptance, right?
yeah,
So the more we
yeah.
can
Very
accept
true.
somebody in the moment, but put a time limit on it, but
Yeah,
be there for somebody fully,
yeah,
100%. Acknowledge them, validate them, love them, but then set a limit and then you don't overextend yourself.
yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't like, oh, I wish I didn't even say hello. Like I was
Correct.
happy to say hello. And that, the previous grievance that we had about an issue
Oh,
Didn't, right? Because that just made everybody prickly is whose side you're on in COVID, right? So it was just nice that it was not prickly.
Mm.
So, I'm grateful
Oh,
that I ran into her. It's not like we're going to be friends again or anything.
no.
We're just
It's
different people, but
interesting. Yeah, it's
yeah,
interesting that when we meet up, when we meet with people again, it's
yeah.
so, it's like an orbit, we're orbiting again.
Yeah.
Hello, ships in the night.
I'm sorry your mom died of, a blood clot.
Oh, did she share that with you?
I know she did already. She
Oh,
had, this was in the moment. Yeah, not long after a booster or something.
oh, that's sad.
I was like, anyway, we don't know
Yeah.
anything. We really
Yeah.
don't know anything.
Yeah. Every time we bring it back to the COVID and we think we know something, w- we're
We
creating a
just,
separation within ourselves.
and the truth is, we know nothing about anything. Honestly, we know nothing about anything,
No, we don't. It's all perception.
right? Yeah.
And it's the mind's very, the mind is not our friend in that moment when we think
No.
we know everything. It's like,
Yeah.
because it's creating a separation, saying, it's always in a suspicion and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good
It
in
didn't
the
feel good
body.
years ago.
Like,
Yeah, it
check in with
didn't.
the body. How does my body feel in this moment? It doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So every day is interesting. Every day is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It's always something that's bringing up out of unawareness into awareness.
Exactly. Exactly. Hmm. Well, let's end the recording here.